you're in the majority. You're in the majority. I'm in the minority. Most people disagree that trans athletes should participate in Olympic sports. Most people don't agree with me. But hell, man, I'm willing to stand on a hill that is unpopular and fight for people and for their human rights.
Yeah, look, we could spend an hour debating this, and I have in the past. But when...
Not really, though.
Yeah.
Not really. Not really debate, more of an agreement.
Okay, whatever. I'm happy to debate anybody about it. I think it's... I don't agree.
Okay.
And you're never going to get me to agree by saying it's the left-wing position. It's the pro-trans position. I don't think it's a pro-trans position at all.
You should just offer a platform.
Okay.
You don't have to.
All right. So when your opponent is in the middle of doing something radical, step out of the way and let them do it instead of stepping in the way and saying, hey, I'm more radical. Okay, I think it's terrible politics. It's terrible for trans people. I think it's terrible for the LGBTQ community, and I think it's terrible for the people who are looking to defeat Trump. So can we please get out of the way and let the Republicans do the dumb things?
I think if you're a trans person that wants to participate in athletics, just keep in mind, how will this affect the general election, the 2020? Will this help Trump or hurt Trump? Before you put on those boxing gloves or, don the swimsuit, just think about Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, please.
Well, what you don't understand is the real issues that define our times are not Gaza. They're not the Palestinian children. They're not climate change. It's actually North Central High's field hockey team, because they're sending a trans lady to the Olympic qualifiers, and they're proud.
Yeah, and, I think Cenk, the only sense he could be correct in is, obviously I would agree that if the left, if, the Democrats or whatever just made trans people in sports, if they made that their number one issue,
that's right? Republicans. That's what the Republicans.
That's what I'm getting to, right? Because that's what Republicans do, right? But the left actually doesn't talk about it constantly. They're just cool with it. They're just like, yeah, if you're trans, you can participate in sports. Now, I'm not an athlete. I'm not a physical scientist. We could argue about the cutoff, if you went through puberty, how long have you been on testosterone? These kind of questions are legitimate, but still, most people on the left are just normal, and they're like, yeah, if you're an athlete, then you can participate in athletics. If you're a freaking sports player, then go play sports, whatever. We're not obsessing over it. Obviously, we shouldn't make it our number one issue. Kamala shouldn't, plaster that on her website at the top of her platform. But no one's doing that. No one's doing that. Everyone's just acting normal, and then the right-wingers are reflexively freaking out and exposing themselves to be total culture war addicted morons and creeps.
Take this one.
Yeah, shout out to you, Narcotic. Thanks for the $2. Exit TYT. Enter Silly and Billy.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you, bro.
And let's shout out our members, new members, guys. We're trying to get to 1,000 members by the end of the year. It was a really big goal of ours. Let's just see if we can hit it. If you guys want to help us out, that would be awesome. You get access to all of our Uncut Gems live episodes in their entirety, available from YouTube. Of course, if you want to support us on Patreon, that's awesome too. And you can also get access to all of our live streams, Discord channel, patron Q&A questions, all that stuff over there. But shout out to ThemeGirl08, the anti-corporatist, who says, I could unsubscribe and resub. Congrats on 1K for memberships. Shout out to you, been a member for 9 months. And shout out to Rox1SMF and Clarence the Liar, also for becoming YouTube members. Really appreciate that from you guys.
Yeah, shout out to all of you. Thank you so much. And shout out to you, Steven. Thanks for the $1.99. Go KC Lefties. Happy New Year, dudes. Well, thank you so much for that, Steven. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope you guys are all having an awesome holiday season, Christmas season, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, we're super excited for our New Year's Eve Q&A live stream.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a banger. Don't miss it. And shout out to Chuck Whiskey. Have you heard about Robert Brooks in New York jail? I'm actually not familiar with Robert Brooks. That's something I feel like I'll probably need to look into after the show is over, and then maybe we can talk about next time, but I will make a sticky right now to look into that. Robert Brooks jail NYC. Okay, I promise I'll look into that. Chuck Whiskey.
Yeah, shout out to you, Chuck. I have not.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? No, this is horrible. I did see this. I'm sorry. I didn't watch the video. The pigs are being fucking pigs, and we can talk about it with some more sophistication maybe later, but I'm sure whatever you have to say.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I did see that video. It was fucking horrific. Yeah. So, yeah, I did hear about that. Shout out to you, Chuck.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Shout out to you, Ciara. Thanks for the $5. Ciara Rain Cloud. As a trans person, I am not having a beer with someone that wants me to cease to exist. I am done with civility politics. These people want me dead. Dude, I totally fucking agree. I totally I mean, not that I'm trans, but you know what I'm saying. I understand where you're coming from. I completely understand where you're coming from. And specifically, it's one of the most disgusting things that Cenk is doing is throwing the trans community under the bus. Because like it was not that long ago that liberals and you know, people like Cenk were like, oh yeah, we love trans people, and then they dropped it as soon as it became unpopular. As soon as there was an ounce of backlash and these right-wing idiots started, you know, talking about Bud Light and groomers and all this crap, it's over. Nope, we're done. Like, you know, we found a new toy now. Go away. Abandoned. It's disgusting.
Yup. Shout out to you, Sierra, and shout out to Maker Shaker Waker for the DKK 45. You obsessed with Cenk LMAO. Every time I see you, due to algorithm, it's about Cenk or Anna, but maybe that's why you obsessed with Cenk LMAO. This guy's got some real insights. We should listen to him some more. Let's invite him back to give some more steady analysis. Yes, we've been talking about the Young Turks a lot. I also don't think it's nice to indulge in racial, you know, kind of characterizations and animals and everything. I'm not going to call that, guys.